Right, everybody, I'm about to go through track 3, wave 1 of the Gateway experience. It's a very important track because you're learning to do what they call reball, or resonant energy balloon, okay? And it's triggered by one resonant energy breath. They want certain things from you. Now, look at this one. I was thinking 5 directions. No, this is wrong. Our body has six directions. Yeah, head, genitals, arms and legs. Yeah, so 6 directions. And you're supposed to breathe to the top of the head, and then when you breathe out and you imagine like the reball, you know, the resonant energy coming out and forming itself around you as a protective field or aura, or let's go through the aspects of it right now. Okay, this is basically consciousness, right? The eternal self is a experiencer, and a experience the infinite and lockers, right? Or habits, you could say. So it would be something like this, right? So there's a radiation of light coming from the center, and then there is basically like a magnetic field going into a spiral, a spiral, and both directions. So think Kundalini, both of the 2 snakes on the side, which and then the last giant snake, which is the balance itself in the middle, and then the light radiating, right? It's kind of like the same thing, but we're also talking about forming in such a way that we take away compulsory narration and compulsory sensation and limiters. Like these are lockers. If we didn't have this, we would expand so far we'd immediately lose consciousness, right? And that we don't expand makes us not fall asleep, essentially, right? With that, as we inch closer to sleep and our focus expands, lockers will become more pronounced because we're taking away everything else. Yeah, so here you see this. This is the Mapacho ritual that was taught to me by the Shipibo Konibo people, and it's doing a lot of things for us, and we're sending that intention to create a good, helpful energy as we do ayahuasca. So this is Mapacho. Mapacho is the same as Nicotiana rustica, and it's the smoke, it's the smoke when we do it. Cigarette ritual, right? And then I smoke the cigarette and I look up and I exhale, because I looked at the sun and I got the colors of the sun, and I looked at the cigarette. I was supercharging my cigarette and was breathing out. So this is a way to kind of develop that energy, right? But you also need you will also need center. You will also need your center. So it's like, yeah, but I'm laying down, I don't want to sit. Okay, I gotcha. Before you lay down, there's a chakra system, yeah, and it has 2, 4, 8 points. 8 points, okay? It's almost like the Sviroth, right? And it's called, here's what you do. You Shakti Pat, you touch your own chakra energy spots, and it goes like this, okay? Head, shoulders, and then there's a long drop here. Knees and toes, knees and toes. Right, you see that? So that way, by knowing what is beside you, because we also go up again here, and then ears, eyes, mouth and nose. So they're accessing the center through the mouth and nose, which is your breathing organs. It's going to help you get in touch with that fantastic balancing center line, right? And so you're going to have a very strong sphere of awareness, keeping you focused around yourself. And that will, of course, aid you when that's like having things to fasten your reball, your resonant energy breath shield around you on, right? And you get more aware of this these 6 directions of very, very important stuff. You know, you just think about it. If you're a guy, just consider how aware you are of your hands, your legs, and your head. And also notice that you are very aware of your genitals. Like this area must be protected at all cost. So the head and genitals are also in the center line. So it's like you gotta have 6 directions. Yes, the star, the star of the heart chakra, or Star of David, whatever you want to call it. That one is correct. You need that one. It's an important thing. And so you inhale into lungs and head, into brain, and then as you send the energy up first, right? So when they're doing like resonant energy ooming, basically they're ooming. Imagine as you because you're exhaling so slowly, you're sending more oxygen up to your brain, so that when you breathe in, I'm gonna do this, and it comes out, it kind of exits and forms this shape, but it exits through all these 6 directions. That's very important. And so it also becomes very important to do this, so that you get in touch with what's going to be the center. If you protect the center, then if you have this kind of thing happen, unpleasant hypnagogic or hypnopompic hallucinations, right? Then at least it won't be coming from inside, it will be coming from outside, right? So that's, it's better if it's coming from the outside, is actually way better than it coming from within. I have to say that, in my opinion, yes. So this, make this kind of area, make this thing, because even though in your day-to-day life this is not very powerful, once you get into deep relaxation, it will become very powerful. And okay, 5 gatherers. Okay, so this is not good. This is not my theory. Somebody else made this, you know, so it's not that good, but it's gonna be good enough, I think. So form, you know, sensing the form, or even the form of sound waves, first contact, you know. So think about this. So this here we've not, but this, you know, pressure, color, sound, this is not even being perceived at this moment. It's just the form of it. It's just the vibration of it. Yeah. So form, right? And then there's feeling. Energy interpreted as bad or good. You know, so that could be like experience, and then the light here and the vibrations. I don't like it. So go into my rule book here. This is painful, right? So it's like this is good, or this is neutral, or if it's very bad, I get aversion to it. Like, oh, this is very odorous. If it's very good, I get clingy. It's like, it's candy, I gotta have it every Saturday. Neutral, then maybe do some bricolage, try noting it, or do something like this. You know, he's feeling it. It must be letters. You know, so he's using his neutral response to investigate further. Maybe there will be a reward, right? So perception. So time is perception. Categorizing, which is what he's doing, is like, it must be letters. I've recognized it. It's letters. So now it's like, I become, this is pleasant. I become clingy now because I'm very clever, right? And I recognize that be letters. Action, the act of removing the blindfold, for example, which was coming from the intention. So now that here, I don't want to remove the blindfold. I want the challenge. Now that I've had the challenge, I want to remove the blindfold. And I look at us like, yeah, I did it. I was correct. I'm the best, right? And that's consciousness. Identifying with the at face value. situation of being. I did it, but I didn't do it. I had lots of help from my past, from these gatherers of experience up until this moment. This is not a perfect theory. It needs some reworking. We're going to rework it, and then I'll get back to you about that. But try to think of this in terms of us making these impressions on ourselves, culminating in this in such a way that we have this kind of shield, the resonant energy balloon around us as a protective shield around our center, which we've found using the ancient system of head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Don't forget eyes, ears, or ears, eyes, so that we could get closer to center, and then mouth and nose. That is almost in the breath, in the center of the breath, and then we can have this new consciousness of identifying with at face value of being protected, right? And as we go deeper, that's going to multiply because we take away more distractions, and so what's left is going to be more intense. So instead, think of it in reverse. No light, because we're being in disturbance, and then we don't have disturbance and we get light. It can also go the opposite way, that we have light and there's disturbance and then there's no light. So that's then I felt cheated and harvested. Might be a symptom of not doing a proper shield, not creating the proper at face value consciousness through gatherers and gathering up this shield by using various rituals and visualizations, which is what this exercise is all about. And then you do it and you'll be way better.